One sec. Yo, what's good, bro? We're just going to be doing a mic test quickly before we dive in. I like to make sure my audio is good. Oh. Are we good? Mic test 1 2. Are we good? Mic test 1 2. Are we good? Oh, just about. What's up? One sec. Mic test 1 2. Mic. Are we good? We should be good. 1 minute. 1 sec. Right, we're good. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning stream. As many of you know, there has been a big change here recently, and we've all been saying hello to our new resident, Napo, who has settled in so well, bringing such incredible pleasure to the enclosure. But I'll be completely honest with you all. This morning, my heart is a little heavy. I'm looking over at that familiar rock, and I just find myself missing our old boy Nico. Today's stream is all about him. I thought it was only right to dedicate our hour together this morning to Nico. He had the most beautiful personality. Remember how he used to, sit on his high rock back in the day when everyone loved him, back in the day when he would sit on that rock. Oh my god, it was so amazing. But, as I say, but Nico is off doing something important conservation work, but there's no denying that his unique spirit has left a massive impact on all of us, which is true. He really has left the biggest impact on all of us. And I read this. I had to come up with the script so I can read it off by heart, because if I go solo, I'll end up crying, because it is quite heavy. Better with us while I get more. Yo, what's good? I hope everyone is doing well. Comment below where you guys are watching from. I would love to know. So yeah, please let me know. Grab your drinks, grab all of that sort of good stuff, because we are, yeah. But before we talk more about the future, I just want to remember. Sorry, you okay? You look sad. Yeah, no, today's just very much a heartfelt day. I've been practicing on this speech, and I, have a lot of mixed feelings, good, but also hard, because we've recently had our old boy Nico behind us leave the zoo for very important, stuff, very important stuff. And I wanted to give a little bit of a reflection on how good he was, and how his new journey is beautiful, because he's gone all the way to France to go and breed. So we do not have this boy anymore, and I've known him for 10 years. So it's a hard one because I loved him. So I spent the whole of yesterday night creating a script so then I can just go for it and say all the positives, but also the memories in honor. I wanted it to be honorable and beautiful and so on and so forth. You feel me? So I wanted it to be special, but it is still very hard, because he's like family. But I adored Nico so much. He wasn't just any Jaguar. He had a personality that completely completely um, captivated this community. So he did capture a lot of beautiful, moments with his little presence. I adore how expressive he was, unlike some big cats who who keep themselves to themselves. Which is true, most big cats do, but he was someone very unique. Nico always felt present. He would track your movement, chatter quietly and loud, like an absolute royalty. Which is true. He always had royalty on him. Lesson not let. Sorry, I'm also very stuttery because it is so hard. Let's acknowledge how hard it is to say goodbye to an animal you built a bond with over the years. It leaves a massive jaguar-sized hole in your morning routine. Which is true because I remember the routine so well. How I would always go up and he would always greet me. He was the first to greet me, the first to appreciate me. And I loved his little games. He would always hide amongst the leaves. He would, always be watching whatever you do. It doesn't matter what it was. He was always going to be watching you. And I love that. I want to turn to the chat now because yeah. I want to turn to the live chat because I know I'm not the only one feeling this way. I know a lot of people that had visited our zoo would know who this boy is and how special he really was to all of us and how amazing he was. And now, let's talk about why he is gone. What is the sole purpose as to why he is left? So, he is gone for breeding program, so he's gone to breed to produce a significant amount of babies. We're hoping that Nico will settle quite well and he will produce more little jaguar cubs that will be beautiful. And we're so proud that he gets to go to France to go and breed, to go and, reserve his bloodline and make a real impact for the species. Because his species is incredibly vulnerable, but he gets the opportunity to produce more babies and appreciate those moments in life. I'm so proud that he gets to do that. But I am a little bit selfish because I do want him here. I really do. But jaguars face massive threats in the wild from habitat loss and poaching. Nico's genetics are incredibly vulnerable to the survival of his species. While we are being a little a little bit selfish this morning because we want him right here where we can see him. We also have to celebrate that he is out there fulfilling a higher purpose. He's going to be a dad and his legacy will continue. And it is so beautiful, as I say. Now, we are going to talk about our new boy. Hold up. Damn, I don't talk about politics, bro. Hold up, people. I'm just getting Napo on. Hopefully, I get Napo. Where is he? Hang on, I know what I can do. And now we have Napo. Napo has come to us, and I love his beautiful face. As we enter the final stretch, oh no, yeah, as we enter the next stage, it is completely okay to, fiercely miss Nico while still opening your heart to Napo. Napo didn't come here to replace Nico. No cat ever could. Nico's place, is firmly locked in her heart. Napo is here to write new chapter. He has his own quirk, sorry. His own beautiful markings, his own way of exploring. Let's make sure we give him a warmest welcome because he is here, he is brand new, and he is beautiful. And we love the fact that he is already settling in quite nicely. So Nico gone to France to breed. We love him, we miss him so dearly, but we do have this boy, which I know if some of you are from Chester, let me know where you are watching around the world. You will all know this particular species that has come from Chester Zoo. And a lot of people adore this jaguar. In fact, his little habits really do come from the fact that, he loves being on a heated rock. So this boy that is now settled in at our zoo is having a time of his life, and I promise you all that he is getting the love and the affection he had all the way up from Chester Zoo. So Napo is generally 15 years old, so he is quite an old boy, but Napo has settled in quite well. And we do welcome him with open arms, open, everything. He is an absolute gem. He's not the same as Nico, that is an old jaguar. He has genuinely gone to breed to save his species because he is classed as vulnerable. And the reason for that is because obviously in the wild, they are threatened by habitat loss and poaching. So it is why Nico genuinely is important for that breed. Do you watch anime? I do not watch anime, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't not watch it. I don't know what anime to watch though, because I've never really gotten into it. But everyone's different. Everyone is different. has ever been to Chester Zoo and you have seen Napo, you will understand that Napo has got quite an interesting background. Yeah, he did share with a jaguar before Inca. I think it was Inca, and yeah, before Inca it was Gosha. So Gosha was his long-serving partner that did suddenly pass. Then Inca came into play, and Inca, hello, bro. Is it? For fuck's sake, you better not be fucking with me. Hang on, let me do a sound test. We should be good. Are we good? Are we good now? Please tell me we are good. Okay, so hello, King. Hello. So yes, as I was saying, Napo came from Chester Zoo. He is 15 years old and he is an absolute gem. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know where you guys are watching from as we talk about our new Jaguar slash our old Jaguar. Our old Jaguar has left and he's gone for breeding purposes. I've been with our old boy. Let me show you our old boy quick. So this is our old boy, Nico. A lot of people will know Nico very well and very distinctively. Absolutely amazing. But I hope everyone is having a good day so far. We are just having a little bit of a memory session as well as a beautiful, everything else session. He's left to go and breed. He's gone to France and he is saving his species as Nico has very vulnerable genetics, as his species are classed as vulnerable, and he has gone to breed, which is beautiful, and we love that he's saving his bloodline and doing amazing things. That doesn't mean that we do not miss him. We do incredibly do miss him. So, as I was saying about Napo, that came all the way from Chester Zoo. Everybody knows who Napo is. He is an absolute amazing jaguar who is 15 years old. Not the time right now, boy, unfortunately. I know you're joking, but it still hits a bit hard, missing an old boy. Maybe one day we'll get into those sort of jokes, but for the minute, just hold it. Just hold it, just for the minute. But yeah, as I was saying about Napo, a little bit about Napo is he is 15 years old. He is quite an old boy. It's all right, bro. It's all good. So he is 15 years old. So he came from Chester Zoo, serving a long time in Chester Zoo, ironically enough. He had a partner called Goshi that did tragically pass after many years. It was a sudden pass in 2022. And he had a other partner called Inca, and Inca and him did get on quite well, I believe. He's quite a loved boy, and he has a lot of interesting characteristics. Like his favorite thing was heated rocks. He loved heated rocks, so he would always pose. Oh no one's died. No one's died. I appreciate no one's passed away, by the way. It's more I'll give you a little bit of backtext. So this is our old boy. He has gone to France to go and breed. He was not originally on the breeding list at the time. And all of a sudden his genetics became very important for the bloodline. So he's gone to France to produce babies. So we now have Chester Zoo's new old jaguar. Sorry. So Napo is our new jaguar. Nico is the one that has genuinely left our zoo to go and reduce babies for his bloodline and to save the species, which is good, but it's very sad because we've known him for many years. I worked with this boy for so many years. I love him. He was my favorite boy. He was very impressive, especially the fact that he had a lot of wild traits and his backstory was quite sad. My workmate drives a Jag. He's just a dosh. No, that is funny. I like that. Fair play, bro. Fair play. So yeah, he's gone to, save his species, which meant we now have Napo. Now, a lot of people from Chester Zoo will know who Napo is and his backstory, as he is 15 years old. So he is a senior, but he's an absolute love. I could never afford a decent Jag Faz. He has no hair up there, looks like a stone. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Faz, Napo has now come to Napo Zoo, which is really good. And we unfortunately will never be able to get our old Jaguar back because once he's breed, he will probably end up going to another zoo or wherever he goes next to reserve more bloodline because he is quite critically special within the breeding community. So I'm happy for him, but I'm also it's hard when you have built a relationship with something so beautiful and amazing. So it is a big loss, but it's also a big W because we got Napo. Napo is very loved within Chester Zoo. He's absolutely loved and adored. He's got a massive fan base, and I don't know how much of a fan base, but I have heard it is incredibly large, and a lot of people adore him simply due to the fact that he has touched a lot of people's lives and loves the idea of showing off when he's sitting on his rock. He's quite socially adored, as well as his social behavior is quite unique in its own way. So we are happy to welcome Napo to our zoo. But that doesn't mean the old boy is has it what? Sorry. Oh, I see what you're saying. Ignore me. So yeah, so Napo, welcome to our zoo. We hope that you enjoy the zoo and enjoy what we bring to our community. We hope that you all appreciate Napo. When you see him at our zoo, I really do hope that everybody enjoys him, appreciates him, and shows a hell of a lot of love and welcoming. And for people that are going to see him, please make sure that you are keeping quiet because he is still settling in. He is still new. So we want to keep the noise at bare minimal without any hesitation. So I know it's incredible to see a Jaguar and we're proud of him. We want him to settle in. We want him to feel good. And I cannot wait. And I hope you guys have lots of memories over Napo. Let me know where you guys are watching around the world because, like I say, this is a celebration as well as a memory of our old boy and our new welcoming, which is our lovely boy, Napo. I want to say Nico because I'm so used to him. And it is a big W for Napo. He is an absolute gem. And I love the fact of how well he is settled, that he has actually come out to say hello to the people at my zoo. So we've had him already show a lot of his presence. He is making a big mark on our zoo, and we are so proud to welcome him. He is a special boy, and I can never not love him enough. And it is hard because our old boy will always be on our heart, but that doesn't mean I can't start a new journey, a new chapter with Napo. He is adorable. He is very loved, and he came from Chester Zoo. So if you have any questions, guys, do not hesitate to enjoy and ask. If you are new to the stream, make sure that you are liking and subscribing because it does actually help. And today, because I'm still working on my project, I have also dedicated myself to go and drop a video today. So a new video will be dropped today, but then I'm also going back to editing what I was editing before because it's important. And if you love Napo, please do not hesitate to go and say what you loved about Napo or what made you feel good about Napo. What memories do you have of seeing Napo or Nico for that matter? Because we don't want to just discredit Nico. Nico was important. And we love Napo for who he is, as well as Nico. So Nico and Napo both have special memories for a lot of different people, but we do not want to take any credibility away from that. So if you have any fond memories of either of a Jaguar, even if that's Napo or if it's Nico, do drop what your favorite memory is of Napo or our old boy. It'd be lovely to know what you guys loved about him, what you didn't love, or Napo for that matter. I mean, Napo's back history is phenomenal. I can't lie. Honestly, I'm grateful to have been able. Is those? I don't know if it's Chinese made. I don't know. Probably. I don't really go looking to find out if it's made from China or if it's made from England or what. A vape's a vape, in my opinion. I don't really care. So yeah, it is nice. It is blueberry and raspberry, and it's not too bad. It's quite a nice touch. So yeah, guys, we are so emotional, but also excited because, like I say, with our old boy going to France and breeding, it is tough because I've known Nico for about 10 whole years. And it is so, exactly. And we will always miss him because he is such a beautiful, beautiful boy. But we're proud because he gets to go and breed and reserve the Jag line. Jaguars are some tough-looking cats. Mate, they have the most strongest bite force than any other big cat. In fact, their bite force is 1,500 per square inch. That is 10 times stronger than any other bite force. These guys are the third largest. So Napo, as much as anything, you can really understand if you look at his jaw, you can see how stocky that jawline is. Napo is up there. Are they much smaller than a tiger? Yes. Tigers are always going to be top of the chain. And then you got lion, which is second biggest, and then jaguar, third biggest. That's the order. Tiger first, lion second, jaguar third. Love it. And how can we not? How can we not adore a jag? I mean, come on, a jaguar though. Like, they're good at swimming. I would love to see a tiger versus a lion. Well, a lion would never win against a tiger. No. I can honestly hands down tell you that. Tigers will always dominate. Always. Although jaguars are very good at swimming, they are excellent climbers, so you can't get away from a jag. And you know what was really funny? While we're on the subject of jaguars for a minute, I found it really quite. I think the Black Panther looks insane. Black Panthers do look insane. I love the coloration, and actually, before we get into a really interesting topic about jaguars and what I saw, Napo did share with a black jaguar. So a black jaguar, which people call Black Panther, was actually a black jaguar. And Napo did have current partners that were actually black jaguars. So they are absolutely insane colorations, I can't lie. But as I was saying, I saw something very funny on online the other day. Somebody was saying that a jaguar is stupid for jumping in the water to go and kill a caiman. I thought it was really quite an interesting statement, considering that actually the jaguar is very smart and very much educated in the calculation on how to jump straight into the water and bite the skull of the caiman. So the fact that that was absolutely insane was fantastic. And that person that says that jaguars are stupid for jumping in the water, especially with a caiman. No, because caimans can't actually fight back when they're having their skulls pierced in by a jaguar. So, all in all, it's phenomenal. And we are going to try and do more live streams for you guys. I really want to get into the routine of doing more live streams. What is the most deadly snake? Oh, that's actually a good question. I believe. What's it? It's brown something. I know it's brown something. It's on the top. It's on the top of my head. Oh, I know it's on the top of my head because I did. I would compare the jaguar to. I thought it was a cotton mouth. No, it's oh, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. 1 minute. I have it in my notes because I did do that. I remember speaking about this the other day with someone in person, and I remember going through it, and I completely fucking forgot what it was. Google it. Why would I want to Google? Hold up. I have it in my notes because with every animal fact and every animal thing, I always have notes and everything. That is. Wait. No, I do not want that. I want. One sec. I'm just trying to go through my whole file. Not that one. Right. It is here. Yes, the one that you just said. Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. That is the one I'm thinking of. Yes, they are very lethal. Looks like a cheetah. Cheetahs aren't really like that. I mean, cheetahs, ironically enough, it's funny how people say that these guys look a little bit like a cheetah. They're not. The jaw, the whole 9 yards, is actually very different. The jaw is more thicker. These guys are built for, scrape. Cheetahs don't have that power or the mentality to actually swim. Jaguars have the ability to swim. Cheetahs don't. Not only that, cheetahs are not actually classed as a big cat. They are classed as lesser cats, and that is simply due to the fact of they can't roar. They can only purr or they can hiss like a house cat. But they are very fast. Cheetahs are fast. They're built for speed. They are not built for strength, not like jags or lions. And not only that, cheetahs are not part of the Panthera family. So Panthera are Napo, obviously lions, tigers, that sort of stuff. Those are Panthera. Is a cheetah bigger than a lynx? Yes, a cheetah is bigger than a lynx. I love how lynx are also lesser cats because they're smaller. And actually, you can actually have a cheetah as a pet because they're not classed as a big cat. They're only classed as a lesser cat. I still wouldn't recommend going to get one. Aren't cheetahs skinny? But yes, they are. I love the lynx ears. I actually love their paws. A lynx paws are really quite cute. They're quite fluffy, but really cute. I love them. But yes, you are absolutely right on that one, DZ. Absolutely right on that one. So as I say, people, you all have a chance. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot. Who wants to hear the project that I am doing? You guys have got two samples to listen to. Okay? Yes. And I can't wait.
So we are working on a project. I hope you guys all enjoy this little snippet. So you guys have, I'm gonna give you the first version, and then I'm gonna give you the second version because I want. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Hold up, guys. So yeah, while I'm trying to get this set up, if you have any questions about Napo or our old Jaguar, do feel free to drop it into the comment sections. We will actually read them and we will actually engage because we want to honor, but we also want to appreciate the new boy. So if you love Jags and you love big cats, go and subscribe to my channel because we are going to be doing some special things for everybody. Now, I do have my voice sounds muted. Okay, one sec.
Are we good? Sorry if I shouted on that one. Are we good? Or are we bad? Are we good? Or are we okay? Hmm. No worries. Right, I think I'm gonna have to end the live stream, but I'll be back a little bit more later on. I think we're just having a few issues. I hope everyone can hear when I say that because yeah, I think it's buggered. But do come back later on if you guys are wanting to come back around later on. I'll be back later. All right. Peace. Bye bye, guys. You too, bro.